So I thought I'd take you through a little mini vlog to show you what I get up to with my nutrition and cover one or two topics. So most mornings these days I'm starting my day with coffee. I'll usually do some intermittent fasting, which is the norm, but today I found this in the supermarket, reduced aisle. Obviously, want to make use of it. A protein yogurt, I'm not usually a huge fan of these, but in this instance I thought I'd try this one out. For 34 pence odd, you can't really go wrong. So have my coffee. I've been using a cafetiere lately these days, so that probably helps. I'll switch between cafetieres and AeroPresses and the Sage coffee machine as well. And there you go, do a little bit of work and the day typically starts from there. So here's my boring morning intro, I guess. So just got done with the yoga. It was actually quite nice, to be honest. Yeah, a lot of people think these things have crap in them, but the same people are shoveling down 3 to 4 digestive biscuits every single night. So this, typically what I end up doing is I'll have my coffee and then I'll sit, answer some questions with some clients before I start my day. Now, the cat wants to let you know he's in the freaking litter. So one of the things I do is I spend about half an hour to an hour doing a little bit of writing but answering some questions because I can give them some deep thought. One that's come up quite a lot recently is around protein powder, right? So very important you understand this. Protein powders are just that. They're just an extra way for you to increase your protein. So when people are asking me about, special powders or something that's going to help them lose weight, no such thing exists, alright? So a protein powder is basically just an extension to your diet. Just remember that. So when you're trying to find a way to lose weight, increasing protein overall helps. A protein powder is an extension, okay? Basically just comes from the cheese making process. That's all it comes down to. So it's part of the cheese making process, and it's made from milk basically. There's a lot of marketing. I've had a few people ask me around specific protein. Diet protein came up quite a lot as well. It's all marketing guff because they know women naturally are going to be quite scared of protein powders, so they think, oh, let's market this one for females, which is crap, right? If you see that, run the other way, because usually it's going to have some other fillers and ingredients you probably don't need. So I would say when it comes to a basic protein powder, that's all you need. So a whey protein concentrate, if you have a little bit more money and you're really anal about every detail, a whey isolate would be fine as well. You're getting an extra 4 grams or 5 grams of protein for an extra 8 or 10 pounds, so a hell of a lot. Don't think it's worth it at all, to be honest. A basic whey protein concentrate is what you need. Now, we're not affiliated with any company. In fact, yes we are, that's a lie. Reflex Nutrition, there's a discount code available. We use Reflex, but also My Protein, because I've used My Protein since the dawn of its inception 10, 15, 20 years ago. So it's a great company. A basic whey protein concentrate is all you really need. So one thing I will do actually in these videos is I will answer some common questions that I do receive on a regular basis from clients and people who send in messages on Instagram as well, and a few people email questions as well, which is always nice. So thought to cover that for you. So protein, it's just an extra way for you to increase your protein. It's not magic. There's nothing special about it, to be honest. So yeah, stop falling for the guff. But yeah, I'm going to finish all this coffee just now and then crack on with the day. Don't know if anyone is interested, but caffeine is actually not as bad for you. I had someone call me out on Instagram the other day and say coffee is going to raise your cortisol levels, and cortisol obviously is the big bad monster these days now, because a lot of people think cortisol stops weight loss, which not really if you think about it. If you have chronically elevated cortisol levels, then obviously get this checked, get someone to observe you and evaluate you, and please stop going on these online quizzes and these PCOS quizzes that you see online, or body type quizzes. It's all a load of rubbish, right? But when it comes to cortisol, we all need cortisol. Yes, some of us will have higher levels because we'll go through stressful events. If we didn't have it, we'd be dead, because our body needs to find a way to cope with stressful situations. The issue is if you are, for example, chronically underslept. Yeah, it's the right time to do the zoomies. Chronically underslept, chronically underfed. If, for example, you are training, this is going to get really annoying now. If you're training and you're not allowing recovery between sessions, and you have stressful events going on, then yeah, you might want to get seen to and then have a little observation of cortisol. But when you lose weight, you have stress hormones that get released as well, because that's how you lose weight. So cortisol, stop blaming it directly if you have a lot going on just now. If your nutrition's not in check, if your sleep's not in check, audit those first. Yes, they will contribute to obviously higher levels of cortisol, but what I'm trying to say is if you cannot lose weight, stop immediately jumping to cortisol. There is something else going on. Just wanted to share that with you. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with that now and I'll answer a few more questions. I'll do more of these food videos, but one of the things I'm a huge fan of is making use of leftovers. So as you can see here, leftover takeaway / takeout, and just putting a concoction together, as long as the basics are covered, which is a source of protein and some decent carbs and fats, I'm usually quite good to go. So I do this a lot in the week. So when it comes to protein powders, I just thought I would show you actually what I'm looking at. In terms of protein, the most important thing you need to really bear in mind is having a powder that doesn't have a lot of ingredients, right? So that's the key thing here, but at the same time, you want to make sure you're not paying more than you should. So as I said, a concentrate or an isolate is going to do you just fine. That's what you want to look out for. Now, I get a question with our client circle about when the best time to consume protein is. Now, I think this camera is a bit all over the place. So if it's a bit tilted, apologies, I'm still getting used to the setup. Best time to take a protein powder is whenever it is convenient. That's probably the best way to kind of explain it. Think about the time of the day where you do not have enough time to consume food, or if you just don't feel like eating. So protein, breakfast for a lot of people is a bit of a struggle like it is for me, or maybe like before or after your workout where it's a good time to have some protein because it helps protect your muscle, right? So if you're someone who's on the go and or you don't like eating much in the morning like myself, I do a little bit of intermittent fasting because it just helps me, then yeah, having a protein shake in the morning or a smoothie or what have you would do the job just well. If you want to have it after your workout where you don't have much of an appetite after your workout, you could do that as well. Or I do it before because I don't like to have too much food in my stomach, so I find that helps me digest a lot easier because it's a liquid basically. So I put it into my oats. So I'll make porridge in the microwave, yes, the microwave, with a bit of milk and water, and then I'll put a scoop of protein powder in there, and that really is it, to be honest. You mix it in, it tastes great. I'll then train 2 hours later, and then I'll just have my main meal in the evening. So there's no kind of right or wrong time to take it. I think the most important thing is you find a time that you find a time. Think about the time in the day where you struggle with protein. That's the time that you should supplement if you need to. Okay, it's not a magic fix. It's not going to drop the weight off you. It certainly isn't going to cause you to get huge, big muscles, because if that were the case, then where the hell are my muscles? So it's very important you bear that in mind. It's a convenient extension, I guess, to your diet. That's probably the best way to think about it. Okay, so on the screen, obviously, you can see it's a simple whey protein. That's all you need. Don't get misled. Okay, so I'm going to try and do more of these kind of videos where I'm just kind of talking and relaxing and not being too shouty and being educational. It's just kind of showing you what I get up to 20 to 30% of the time, but at the same time answering questions that I do get. Obviously I haven't got a huge bloody following. We've only got 6,000 or 7,000 followers on Instagram, but I still do get DMs from those who've been with us, since our inception, which is 11 years ago, and people still want to ask questions and they want to know this, that, or the other. And some people don't like what I put out there because it is quite straight to the point, cutthroat, and people don't like to hear it. But I like to base everything on facts, and current research and evidence, so that kind of turns a lot of people off. So if you have any questions that you want me to cover in detail, just head on over to Instagram. It's probably the best place to actually find me. Or you can send an email over as well, and I can answer it there. But yeah, protein powders is kind of the gist of this one here. So again, you don't need to worry about having them. You're not going to miss out. We have a number of clients just now who are operating their day perfectly fine without a protein supplement, and we have a number who do use it because it just helps them. So again, you're not missing out. It's not going to give you the progress or make you, lose the body fat. It helps. Okay, now for me, obviously I'm trying to gain some calories, so it does help. I don't really feel like eating all day. Okay, so that's protein powder for you. So I will promise to be a bit more active on the channel. If there is something that you want me to cover, feel free to do so. I have no structure for this. I'm just going to tell you just now, there's no routine, no I guess, style to these videos. I'm just going to turn the camera on, and whenever a thought comes into this stupid head of mine, I'm going to just kind of vomit it out. Most of it will be inspired by comments or things that I've observed online or questions people have sent over to me. So that's the fuel. So please give me something if you want me to cover it in a relaxed way and a bit more relatable, because some people did say to me on Instagram, I kid you not, I'll try and find the comments, some people had said to me to stop being so formal and straight and to speak up, because I did do a couple of reels and pieces of content where I was showcasing my human side. People quite enjoyed that, so I'll do a bit more of that. So yeah, subscribe if you want, and you can hit the notification bell as well if you want to keep up to date. Pop in the comments below as well if you found any value in any of the protein stuff I was talking about. But yeah, I look forward to catching up with you guys next time. And I did do a video on Ozempic and weight loss drugs, Ozempic, Manjaro, etc. So have a wee watch before you go.